As you can see, lots of people asked me about if I like certain airlines, and obviously, I love them all. This type of question was definitely my most asked question. My favorite plane is probably the MD-11. My favorite fighter is either the J-35 or the F-15. And my favorite variant of the F-15 is the TF-15, which is the two-seat version of the F-15. Now, these questions are asking about if I like certain aircraft, and again, I obviously love them all. My favorite airline is Alaska, especially with the expansions they've been doing. I hope to pilot one of the 787s in the future. I first became an AV geek around May of 2024. My friends Python Power Vids first introduced me, and that's how I got here. My favorite aviation YouTubers are probably Mile High Aviation, Ice 711, and Lux Planes. My favorite runway at SeaTac is probably 16 Left. It's get the most action. I especially like spotting there from Water Tower Park. SeaTac is definitely my favorite airport. Behind that is Bangor Airport in Maine. It gets a lot of interesting action there. Besides aviation, I also really like geography. I got into that during COVID times. Here is where the questions get harder to answer. First off, the key to success is trial and error. Find out what works for you and for your audience. Secondly, I get a lot of my clips from Aviation Photo Crew. They have a lot of good air-to-air footage. I have played Roblox in the past, but don't play often anymore. Currently, my favorite game is Metal Storm. And no, I don't play War Thunder or have a flight simulator set up, although I wish I did. I don't plan on making and combat flight sim videos either. Now, the questions start to get very specific. For air-to-ground attacking, I think the F-35 is better, as the F-22 was more designed for dominating the skies. I like the Boeing 737 more than the Airbus A320. I am currently 108 years old and still in school. How disappointing. For editing, I use CapCut. My income monthly is around $20, just from random stuff, not YouTube. My favorite French fighter jet is probably the Mirage 111. Very underrated. I've already answered your first 5 questions, so that's that. Thanks for the compliment though. On that scale, I'd be like a 9 or a 10. I love aviation. Anyway, I think the B-52 is easily cooler than the B-2, but I don't know about better. That depends on the definition of better in your question. I've already answered questions 2 and 3, so we'll skip those. And of course, I love the AC-130. Noted. Next question. My daily routine really depends, but usually I work on videos, work out, read my Bible, and do some ground school lessons online. I usually spend about an hour or so on videos, although that can change. I'm great, bro. Thanks for asking. I don't have any complaints. I already answered questions 1, 4, and 5. Yes, of course I like Philippine Airlines. My favorite retro airplane is the MD-11. Already answered. Question 1, and no, I'm not subscribed to you, sorry. I've spotted the last flying Lockheed L-1011, and I've spotted the last operational Super Guppy. Sorry, I don't really do collabs all that much. Thankfully, no. Although that would be kind of cool. Again, I don't really play games all that much, and I only spend a little over an hour editing. I'm a devout Christian. Christ is King. No, I haven't. The only part of Texas I've been in is El Paso, and that was just for a few hours. I'd like to go to Houston, thought. Good question. I think airshows bring more unique aircraft and displays, and things like that. So I'd have to say air shows. I've already said, SeaTac is my favorite airport, and I don't think I have a least favorite. I've already said my age, and as for a face reveal, give it time. Maybe in a few years.